Okay. All right, that's our music. That's our cue. We're doing it again. Welcome to FanFest, presented by Starbucks.
Save the best for last, huh? Right?
Yes. This is our last Dugout Dialogue of the day.
Today.
All right.
We're back tomorrow if you want to join us again tomorrow.
All right. Right now, we welcome a defensive ace who made his
Say your name.
Major League debut last season.
Say your name.
I will. He's Ben Williamson. I'm Angie Mentink. He is Brad Adam, Mariners broadcasters, defensive extraordinaire. Ben Williamson, everyone.
Nice. All right, so they're enjoying FanFest. We like it up here. How about yourself? You're running around doing a lot of different activities. Is it kind of fun for you getting back here, seeing the fans again?
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you guys for being here.
Give us an idea of what your offseason has been like, and what do you do? You're back in Virginia, right? So are you have a training facility there? Do you like to travel and then shut it down for a while? Give us an idea of what your offseason looked like.
Yeah, so for the first 2 weeks, I was just trying to decompress. So I was going out fishing with my fiance's dad a lot, and then went down to school. Caught a lot.
What are we fishing for here?
Red drum, striper, speckled trout, just anything that bites.
Okay, and are you like throwing them back, or you like gut these things and make them?
I only will keep like one a day usually, just for dinner. But
all right, keep going. So we're fishing. Then what?
And then 2 weeks into it, I start going back to school. One of my buddies that I played with in college is now with the Yankees organization. So I go down to school, train with him, and then they open up the facility, and they're super gracious, letting us lift in the basketball arena, and it's a lot of fun.
So I heard fishing, Ben. I didn't hear anything about golf. Are we playing any in the offseason?
Only for bachelor trips.
Okay. We got to change that in this season, my friend, yes. Hey, so you mentioned you're down there working out and getting ready. I'm curious, what does a workout look like for you? Weights, is it running, is it fielding, is it hitting, is it all the above every day? What does it look like?
Yeah, it's pretty much all the above. I'll show up to the field, hit like an hour-long stretch and foam roll routine, and then I'll roll into a dynamic stretch, throw, run, and then come back in, lift. Then I'll take a little break, eat, and then I'll hit and then do my infield work and then call it a day. Okay,
now has that changed from your previous off-season workouts? I mean, what have you learned after last season, the grind of a long season, and has it changed for you in the off-season, the workouts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some stuff that I wanted to work on going into the off-season and stuff that I dealt with during the season that I wanted to kind of get ahead of this year. So the strength staff here is awesome, and the athletic training staff that we have here is awesome. I got with them, got on a good program, and just kind of incorporated all the stuff that they had for me.
You mentioned that you made your Major League debut this year. Take us back to that day, and what do you remember about making your Major League debut and just being a big leaguer for the first time against the Reds?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember much from the game itself. The adrenaline was all moving at 100 miles an hour. But I remember seeing my family in the stands, and honestly, the emotions going through me after the game, having them down on the field, taking pictures with them, that was honestly one of the greatest moments of my life.
And tell the audience, I mean, I was there, and I remember getting your first hit, and I believe you scored the winning run. You did something, or drove it in, or did something. He did something good that won the game. We talked afterwards, and I asked you about that first hit, and you said, I don't remember, I blacked out. I have no idea running to first base. Tell them what that was like, that first hit.
I mean, getting to first base and...
We assume you've seen the video, you know what I mean, since then, right?
Getting to first base and seeing EY, I had worked with him when he was in the minors with us, and he's an awesome human being, and just having him there at first base to congratulate me, give me a little head bump was awesome. That's pretty much all I remember from that, though.
Do you remember scoring the run, crossing home plate? No?
All right, well, the thing that jumps out for a lot of people about you is just how incredible your glove is. I mean, we're talking gold glove caliber defense from you. How has your journey sort of shaped that?
Yeah, so I was really fortunate growing up to have a good high school coach and a good infield coach that I worked with at one of the local facilities that played with the Nats organization for a little bit of time, and just kind of picked their brain and worked through stuff with them, really set a good foundation for me. And then rolling into college, I kind of just took that and worked with the coaches there, and the coaches there were awesome again. I got really, really lucky with that. And then obviously having the guru Bone here, or I don't even know his real name right now.
Phil.
Phil, there you go. We call him Bone. So
It's Bone.
It's just Bone. Having Bone here has been a real blessing, and just being able to pick his brain, laying out the 6 Fs, the foundation of just fielding the ground ball has been awesome.
I'm curious, and I think probably some kids are as well. Now, you might get this question. I hope I don't steal it from a kid. But for you, a major leaguer, when you're working out in the offseason, what are some of the drills that you like to do defensively to kind of get you ready to play third?
Yeah, so for me, I find any type of ball and any type of wall, and I just throw it against the wall probably like 200-300 times a day, just working on every type of backhand, every type of forehand, throws on the run, fielding on the run, and just any type of play that can come up in a game.
Is defense one of those things like you have to have that mindset to love it? You know, I mean, because it's clear that you love it. You want to work on it because you can get better defensively. It does take work, you know, but for you, is it that love that drives it, and has it always been there?
Yeah, I think it kind of stems from how much I hate getting out. So, like, being able to get people out is kind of like my competitiveness showing a little bit, where it's like, ha, I got you out. I don't know.
Hey, when you look back last year, some of the highlights, obviously the debut, do you have a few games that maybe stand out, some plays that stand out? There's one game that stands out for me, and I'm curious if you're going to pick the same one. Some of your favorite memories that stand out?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was my debut, my first home run, and then Polo's hit in the postseason, and then Gino's homer in Game 5. Those are like the 4 biggest moments for me. I mean, this place was rocking. It was awesome.
Was that, did he hit one of your moments?
He did not hit mine, no. Now
really?
Think yourself now, individual, probably the best game that you had. We chatted after. What are you thinking?
The Sacramento game, yeah.
Sacramento, yeah. So normally when Angie and I are traveling, and after the game we do a walk-off interview, right? We try to get like the player of the game type. So I'm in there in the dugout, and I'm thinking, I can't remember, I think Naylor hit a homer. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, homer, I'll get Naylor. And then Ben makes these incredible plays. He saves like 3 or 4 runs, and we're walking out, and I'm telling my producer I'm getting Naylor. And the coaches, Manny, Bone, they kept yelling, you got to get Ben. You got to get Ben. We won the game because of Ben. I'm like, gosh, you know, you're right. Forget the home run hitter. Who cares about that? Let's recognize the D. And I remember Julio came out during the interview and gave you some love. I mean, that was a moment for you, not just to do it on the field, but to realize that your teammates and coaches are recognizing that. How special was that for you?
I mean, it's awesome. Like, these guys have been around the game a lot longer than I have, obviously, and just to hear that from them was awesome.
For you, you were on the roster and then the taxi squad. In the postseason, what was it like for you to be part of this historic run in franchise history?
I mean, a dream come true. Like, obviously, I'd rather be out on the field making plays, but at the same point in time, just to be able to experience it, be on the bench and watch it and feel the energy that all these fans create here is just, I mean, it was awesome.
Like that. All right, we're going to open it up to some questions in a little bit. We've got some fans lining up. Go ahead and line up behind the microphones if you've got some questions for Ben. I have one more. I mean, we talked a lot about your fielding, but your hitting was very solid your first year. What are some of the things you're working on off-season wise? Are you doing any changes? Did you change up anything when you were in Tacoma the last part of the season?
Yeah, so down there I worked with Sean O'Malley. He was a great resource for me, just being able to kind of instill that confidence back at me at the plate. Just worked on like really simplifying the swing, adding a little bit more rotation in the swing, not trying to be as direct and losing that space and separation to get to different types of pitches.
You're still going to hit it to right and right center, though, in center, right?
That's the approach, yeah.
Okay.
So what was it he told you to sort of simplify things? I'm hearing, rotation, so like a little bit more rotation in your upper half?
Yeah, so he changed my setup a little bit where I started a little bit more open and just kind of roll into the swing. Like, one of the things that stuck with me that he told me was to kind of load how you want to unload. So kind of just turn how you want the swing to follow through and finish.
I like that. Load how you want to unload. I like that a lot. I'm going to steal that, Sean O'Malley. Unfortunately, Sean O'Malley has been stolen.
I know. Where'd Sean go? I forget.
Baltimore?
Was it Baltimore?
Yeah.
That was too bad.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to stop asking our questions, although we could chime in at any time. You never know with us. But we're going to open it up to some questions here. We'll start right here. Yes.
When you were younger, would you have imagined yourself here?
I mean, I definitely dreamed about it. This was always my dream growing up, to play professional baseball. And just to kind of live it out right now is still kind of surreal for me.
Did you know where Seattle was?
I did from geography, but I didn't picture myself being all the way across the country from my family. But, I mean, I couldn't be happier.
Excellent.
Over here.
Hey, Ben, you're awesome, man. Just wanted to ask, what's your favorite post-game meal or restaurant?
I'm a big guacamole guy, so anything chicken, rice, guacamole, like, that usually does it for me.
Good fat.
Yeah.
Oh, man, brave enough for shorts. Nice.
At what age were you first looked at by MLB scouts?
When was I first looked up by him?
What was that?
At what age were you first looked at by MLB scouts?
Okay. What age? Yeah. My junior year in college, so I was probably 22, was the first time I'd gotten anything from a scout, and it wasn't really until I was 23 and in my senior year of college that the scouting really started to pick up.
I like that. Everybody's got such a different journey. Some people, they're on them at 16, 17, 22, 23.
Hi, Mr. Williamson. Who did you emulate growing up?
So I was a big Nats fan growing up in just outside the DC area. So I don't know how many people here will know the name, but Ryan Zimmerman was my favorite player growing up. He was so much fun to watch.
Back over here.
Hi, you talked a lot about your strength stuff, but as a massage therapist, I'm curious on the recovery part. What's your favorite type of focus? Do you deal with a lot of trigger point therapy, cupping? Do you go craniosacral? Are there areas as a defensive player that you're needing constant work, or is it kind of a full body all over?
A lot of the work I do is on my hips, trying to take pressure off the low back, like getting in and out of my internal rotation in the hips. And then a lot of the recovery stuff that I do is tub work, like sauna into cold tub, or contrast with the hot tub and cold tub.
Hey, he's really young. Just wait. It'll be your shoulders. It'll be your back. It'll be your hammies. Oh, it's coming, Ben. Oh, maybe that's just me.
Yeah. You guys have masseuse. Do you use them very often?
I don't really use them very often. I'll just use a lacrosse ball to kind of get into the hip areas. I should be using them probably
Every
more.
day. I can't believe that. Again, he's young.
Go ahead.
Thank you for being here. We love watching you play, and it always seemed like whenever we were watching you seem to always have a good head about you. Adversity, everything kind of going sideways. It always seemed like you really kept your head and played well. What advice would you give to young Mariners fans here today, with not just on the baseball field, but handling adversity in your life?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think for me, it's just controlling what you can control and just pouring everything you can into that. Because at the end of the day, a lot of crap is going to happen in your life. Stuff's going to hit the fan, and there's a lot of stuff that's outside of your control. And what you can hang your hat on at the end of the day is just knowing that you did your best and basically controlled everything that you could control.
Within that, as you prepare for 2026, where do you want to see the most growth in your game and in regards to controlling what you can control?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just being able to feel the emotions and not riding the emotions. So like, my emotions are always going to be doing this, and for me, just not grabbing onto them and going along for the ride and just keeping myself steady.
It's great advice.
Who would you say your best friend is on the team?
Ooh. And hey, media is eligible. Media eligible.
Right now, I think it would be Cole Young, just because we lived together and we came up very similarly, played in Arkansas together for a while, won a championship in Arkansas, and then, yeah, just got called up at the same time, and living together, we got close.
Where is Cole?
I think he's in Pittsburgh right now, yeah.
Freezing his tail off.
Was there a moment last year where you got a hit off a pitcher that you know is like a really good MLB pitcher, and you kind of had a moment like, okay, I belong here, I belong in the big leagues?
I think the first series, or the third series I was up, we faced Garrett Crochet, and I got a base hit off of him, and I was like, holy crap, I got a hit off of Garrett Crochet.
I think you had 4 hits that game in Boston.
One of them.
I think you did, yeah.
Go ahead.
You're trying to tell me something. Killing my mind.
Go ahead.
Hey, Ben. First of all, thanks for signing my hat.
Yeah, of course.
You're cool. And my question is, if you had the chance to switch places with any player on your team, who would it be and why?
That's a good one.
I got to think about that one for a second.
Would it be a pitcher? I mean, like, because it could be, right, any player, right? So position player or pitcher. I mean, did you ever pitch?
I pitched a little bit in high school, but throwing more than 30 pitches in a day, my arm wasn't feeling too hot after that, so I quit pretty early.
Gotcha. All right, so.
I think Munoz, just being able to throw the ball 100 miles an hour would be really cool.
And have your arm not fall off would be awesome. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, Ben. So, with coming up to the big leagues, was there anything that surprised you that you were surprised about when coming up to the big leagues?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that surprised me is just how many people there are at the games. Like, you go from playing in Modesto, California to Everett to Arkansas to Tacoma, and really you're playing in front of like 4,000 people at the most, and then you get here and it's like 50,000 people at every game, and it's just, it's crazy.
But it's something you can get used to.
I don't know, used to, but definitely like accepting the nerves and emotions that go along with playing in front of that many people.
Yes, sir.
I was kind of heartbroken when Gino left the first time, and I said, boy, how are we going to fill that slot? And you stepped into it, my man, you really did. And I wanted to let you know how much class you showed when you had to go back down. Because, you know, you proved you could play the field, but now the question is, do you feel like being a good defensive ball player puts pressure on your offensive game?
Sorry, I didn't hear the
question.
Do you feel, by being known as a defensive player, that it puts greater pressure on you to produce an offense?
I think for me, the defense is what gives me confidence to know that no matter what happens, like, I have a chance to help the team win. So it kind of takes a little bit of less pressure off of needing the bat all the time.
We got time for
That was a really nice thought, by the way, sir, in regards to that. And you're right. You know, you have a tremendous amount of class, and it was a hard situation, and you handled it incredibly, and that was great. Go ahead, little man.
All right. Would you rather have Cal Raleigh's butt power or Julio's speed?
Or Julio's what?
Speed.
So, butt power? Cal's butt power, the big dumper, or Julio's speed? You got to think about that one.
I mean,
One's
I'd rather
famous.
hit. I mean, 60 homers is 60 homers. So probably Cal's butt power.
Boy, I think that was the perfect question to maybe end this Dugout Dialogue. We appreciate you. We're back out here tomorrow. Dugout Dialogue presented by Starbucks. Ben Williamson, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you in spring. Thank you, guys.